The impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua triggered different reactions in the country. As William Ruto is trying to gang up and form new alliance to go within 2027, this alliance will be between William Ruto, Raila, Joho, Paranya, Mudavadi. Many people think so. And there is this talk that William Ruto is trying to craft an alliance against Mount Kenya, notwithstanding that Mount Kenya is also part of this country. But as he does that, Mount Kenya is also busy forming an alliance against William Samoei Ruto because William Ruto has become their enemy. William Ruto was once their best friend. When William Ruto helped Uhuru Kenyatta and they sold the narrative that it was Raila who was taking Uhuru and William Ruto to the Hague. We know the facts as they are. We can't go back to that story. And they formed an alliance. They took power in 2013 and 2017. Then in 2022, they supported William Ruto to the man. But William Ruto has betrayed them. And so they are crafting an alliance to ensure they also come back, and they want to come back big. Now, one thing that is really worrying William Ruto is that Uhuru, who has been very quiet, seems to be mending fences with Rigathi Gachagua. And we are seeing their people sending signals that are not very good for William Ruto. I want us to read something that was published in one of the dailies today. Uhuru Gachagua camp plot against Ruto's UDA in Mount Kenya. The impeachment of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has triggered a chain of reaction in Mount Kenya, with his camp and that of ex-President Uhuru Kenyatta jointly plotting a fierce war to oust President William Ruto's United Democratic Alliance UDA from the vote-rich region. This comes after President Ruto has tapped new Deputy President Kithure Kindiki as UDA deputy leader in a bid to show up support in the restive region ahead of the upcoming elections. This unusual camaraderie between Mr. Kenyatta's and Mr. Gashagua's camps is reportedly fueling efforts to reclaim political influence in the crucial Mount Kenya region. United in their opposition to President Ruto's UDA, this faction is already gearing up to stage an intense campaign to weaken the Yellow Party's grip in the area. This newfound partnership may lead to a significant shift in Mount Kenya's political dynamics as both camps work to sway voters ahead of future elections, challenging Dr. Ruto's influence in the region. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that we have all seen when Jeremiah Kioni leading Jubilee together with the other Jubilee factions and the other camp that are supporting Rigathi Gachagua have decided to merge together because they have one agenda to ensure that they reclaim their land. They reclaim Mount Kenya from the hands and the yoke of William Samoei Ruto. In doing this, it seems they have decided that it is Kalonzo Musyoka who is going to be the flag bearer this time round.
Na si muliona kuna mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua, mulifurahia vile alifanywa. The Bible says, what shall we do when the foundations are shaken? What shall the righteous do when the foundations are? The righteous shall rise up and put the armor of the gospel armor and rise up and call out, this is wrong. And that is what we are prepared to do with His Excellency Kalonzo.
You all know that the two senior most leaders in Mount Kenya today are the former President Uhuru Kenyatta, having held that prestigious position, and the former Deputy President. Once enemies have now become friends because they have one agenda to ensure that they oust William Ruto from Mount Kenya. And William Ruto must be very careful, ladies and gentlemen, because William Ruto got substantial amount of votes in Mount Kenya, and he has decided to abandon them. He expects that he's going to compensate with the votes from Raila's backyard. If that does not happen, William Ruto will become a one-term president. I want us to look at this video. Is there any cause to worry? Does William Ruto have any cause to worry when Rigathi Gachagua and William Ruto come together to form an alliance? That's what I want us to look at, because things are getting thicker by the day. And the intelligence report that William Ruto gets, I believe, is really worried. Please subscribe to our channel if you're watching us for the first time. Don't forget to subscribe, click and share our videos. Please give this video many likes, it helps our videos. Thank you for our returning subscribers and all those who support us in one way or the other. Ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto has every cause to worry, because both the former president and the former deputy president have suffered. Number one, they have been misused. They have been misused and despised. Rigathi Gachagua was charged against his brother, Uhuru Kenyatta, and he fought him, thinking that he was doing it for his benefit. William Ruto has abandoned him even after doing that. Uhuru Kenyatta feels betrayed because he expected that William Ruto would give him easy time, especially in his last term. He didn't get that. Instead, William Ruto alitoa makucha. It forced Uhuru Kenyatta to look for Raila just the same way when William Ruto is now betraying them, he has looked for Raila Amolo Odinga. So they feel they've been misused, betrayed, and despised. And because of that, they want to revenge. Ruto is never safe with the United Mount Kenya. Because of those rich votes, they can decide to vote elsewhere. The people of Mount Kenya who are hoodwinked to despise their son Uhuru Kenyatta are now realizing that William Ruto had a very deep agenda to divide Mount Kenya. And after using them, he has dumped them. The people were told of the hustlers, the bottom up, and William Ruto told them that Uhuru Kenyatta had abandoned them, that there were no projects being launched. William Ruto has become worse compared to Uhuru Kenyatta. They have also been made to look very cheap. You know, Mount Kenya has always bragged over people who know how to play their politics. They say that you can talk to them in public, but they will go back and retreat and talk at night as Modo wa Nyumba. William Ruto has really exposed them as people you can easily use, charge against each other, and they feel very bad. They are planning a comeback, and this comeback might not be very palatable for William Samoei Ruto. One, Mount Kenya controls about 3 million rich votes, and they always vote to the man. They know how to vote. That is a fact. Compared to the other regions that William Ruto has captured to compensate for Mount Kenya votes, Mount Kenya knows how to vote. I think they have tasted power, because when it comes to voting, they always wake up. I remember last time, even the grannies who were in hospitals were being retrieved there and they were being escorted to go and vote. We never saw that in Nyanza and the Raila support base. And one thing that caught the attention of many is that Raila was their flag bearer, was their man. They believed in him, and they believed that this time Raila had the deep seat. Yet some of them, you even wonder, how can 200,000 people miss to vote when they believe Raila is their son and Raila is going to vote to capture power? So what scares Ruto is the way these people vote in their numbers. And that number is not a small number. 3 or 4 there million, there and about million votes. Kalonzo has got 2 million in Ukambani. And then if you add to those in Nairobi, Mombasa, it could be 2.5. They also believe in Kalonzo. That's one advantage that Kalonzo has. Kalonzo seems not to have a lot of money to campaign. He seems not to be very aggressive, launching campaigns. And the Kalonzo is a very soft-spoken man, but that is his style. I know people are used to people who go to the streets, but the question is this. Raila has gone to the streets many times. Has he been declared the president? And I'm saying, has he been declared, not has he won? Has he been declared? So I'm realizing that no matter what amount of demonstrations that you launch every day, that cannot make you president. You can win, but you cannot be, declared. So the people telling Kalonzo you need to go to the streets, I've sometimes also thought that Kalonzo should convince people that you must go to the streets and fight the government Kalonzo might not want to subject people to police brutality, being killed, because those are votes that he wants. So he's worried about the number, the vote-rich region combined, the Gema, Akamba, Ameru, the Tharaka, the Agikuyu, and all that, because I know they will be united. Despite the fact that Kindiki has been given that seat, these people will go back and they will retreat and they will vote together. The other thing that is worrying William Ruto is the fact that Kenyans are tired of William Ruto. I know from where he is, he believes that people will always follow Raila, that people will automatically vote for him when Raila tells them so. Let me tell you, there are people who do not want to talk. They don't want to oppose Raila in public because that can attract victimization. It can attract punishment from those who believe in Raila. So they are just waiting. They don't want to get into problems. I can assure you that with abductions, bad economy, all the lies and promises, people are tired of this government. In 2022, William Ruto succeeded in hoodwinking Kenyans, but there are Kenyans who are now very tired. There are Kenyans who have lost jobs because investors walked away. There are Kenyans whose children died on the streets. There are Kenyans who have suffered, they have been victims of abduction. Their family members have been abducted. The economy is so bad, they can't afford to pay school fees. Gen Zs understand how bad William Ruto is. And so, apart from the fact that Uhuru Kenyatta, Jeremiah Kioni, Kalonzo, and the Mount Kenya is regrouping, people are tired of this government. I know Raila's support base are happy or is happy because of the 5 people who are given the cabinet positions. And I agree. It has never happened to them before. They have never held the position of Attorney General. They have never held the position of the finance. Before you rush into asking them, what does it help them with? Ask the other people too. You know, we have to be neutral here. When Raila was given the positions, people are asking, so Wajaluo imewasaidia na nini? Wale ambao huwa wanapewa inawasaidia, watu wao na nini? So they are happy because of that. The problem is, after getting the positions, they forgot to fight for Kenyans. People are being abducted. ODM is quiet. I thought they could maintain the same and criticize and tell William Ruto, no, if we have to support you, stop all these atrocities. So, ladies and gentlemen, 2027 might be a game changer. Let no one deceive William Ruto that it is going to be automatic, that these people are going to vote for him just because Raila said. By the way, people respect Raila. And you can never take it away from Raila the things he has done. I know he might have messed up, and I'm saying he might have, depending on how you look at it, by joining William Ruto at a time when Gen Zs had throttled William Ruto. But you can never take it away what he has done. The expanding the democratic space has been detained. I don't know why he decided to dilute all the legacy that he has built over the years. I don't know. People say that Raila is always right. I don't know what he's targeting. I don't know what he's targeting. There could be more than meet the eye, things that we've not heard. But ladies and gentlemen, for William Ruto, if you ask me, he could be a one-term president. If Kenyans wake up and decide that we're not going to be hoodwinked, decide that we're not going to listen to leaders, we're going to look at who is better. Kalonzo is not perfect. William Ruto is not perfect. But if you are given the two of them and you decide you have to choose one, you will choose Kalonzo, for me. And William Ruto must be very careful. 2027 is going to be a game changer. And ladies and gentlemen, this alliance between the former president and Rigathi Gachagua, they will lock Mount Kenya, then Mount Kenya will form an alliance with like-minded candidates to ensure that William Ruto does not see light of day. So one camp is planning 41 tribes against one, but the other one that is being left out is also planning to ensure that they have millions of Kenyans against William Ruto. Which camp are you?